Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try one of these new Stouffer sides. This one is the Southwestern cheesy rice and beans. I'm not sure how new it is, but it says new. It is Mexican style rice and beans in a sour cream and mild chili sauce, topped with cheddar cheese. It looks pretty good. Topped with 100% real cheddar cheese. It's a 24-ounce meal, 1 pound, 1 ounce, or 680 grams. Definitely a good sized meal, honestly. We bought these at Meijer. It was $5.99, but it is a side for a whole meal, so it makes sense that it would be a bigger meal. 280 calories per cup, and there's 3 servings in the container, and there's your other info for you. So it doesn't have any... Yeah, it doesn't have any oven directions, which is surprising. Usually they have some kind of oven directions. This one doesn't. So this one is, this is a frozen meal. So you microwave only. Interesting. Cut film to vent, cook on high for 16 minutes, and then let it sit for 1 minute. So 16 minutes and then let it sit for a minute. After that 16 minutes, it's going to be boiling hot too. So you probably want to wait a little while. So here it is out of the box. Oh, it looks pretty good. Pretty thick pan of rice and beans, honestly. So I'm going to cut a couple or poke a few holes on the top of this, get it in the microwave. I'll be back. All right, so here it is out of the microwave, and I did let it sit for, actually I let it sit for like a couple minutes just to let it finish, kind of cook it off. Looks really good. There's a lot of rice, lots and lots of rice, but it is covered with cheese. I don't want to stir it up too awfully much because I don't want to drag in too much of that cheese in the middle, but you can really see the edges. It's almost one solid piece of that cooked cheese kind of texture. So not too awfully bad, but where you don't stir it between, like halfway through or something, just the very edges got a little darker. But I kind of like the flavor of that cooked cheese kind of flavor. So anyway, I'm gonna take this over to the table and give it a try. All right, so I didn't give it much time to cool, just time enough to get over here and set the camera up. So I'm not gonna get one of the edge pieces first. I will try one of those, but I wanted to try just some of the rice and the beans and the cheese and corn and peppers. There we go. And the chilies, it doesn't say on the front what kind of chilies those are. Let's take a look at the ingredient list. The ingredients are actually written big enough where I can read them. Black beans, cheddar cheese, onions, sweet corn, cream, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, buttermilk powder, a little bit of sour cream, less than 2%, cornstarch, salt, garlic puree, spices, lime juice, concentrate, sugar, salt, and some kind of seasoning. Looks like MSGs. I don't know if that's it, but it's some kind of seasonings is what it says. And that's about it. So it doesn't have like jalapenos or anything. It's got green peppers and red peppers. That's what the peppers are. When I took that first bite, I didn't get any like burn your throat or spicy or anything like that. This is not spicy, like even a little bit, truthfully. It's not, there's not a lot of seasoning in it. You get the rice, you get the cheese, you get the bean flavor, and you get the peppers. That's it. And it really just depends on which bite you get. Like if you get a bite that has a lot of beans in it, then you taste the beans. If you get a lot of rice, you just taste the rice and the cheese. The corn, I really haven't got a bite that really, where the corn stood out. I taste the peppers in pretty much every bite. So that's your chili sauce, kind of going through the whole thing. Texture-wise, it's a little soft and mushy. The rice is soft. It's not like mushy, under or overcooked rice. It's just it's a softer texture. It's not a firmer rice, which could be good, could be bad. The beans, a good thing about the beans is they're black beans, but they're not hard. So some black beans, they really don't cook them long enough, so they're really hard to eat. These are not like that. These are really good and tender. The corn has a good texture. It's not, again, it's not tough or hard. Sometimes corn, when it's microwaved especially, will get that like really tough skin. That's just nice, like canned corn. The reason I say it's a little mushy is because it's 90% probably, maybe a little less than that, maybe 88% rice. That's what the whole meal is. So if you like a rice that has a little bit of extra stuff in it, that's pretty much what you're getting here. And the flavors reflect that. The best bite I've had so far was that cheese that was on the edge, that was kind of scorched. It had a little scald to it, you know, a little brown, the brown cheese. That was the most flavorful thing in the meal. That's just the truth. That has so much flavor. When you toast cheese, it really brings out a lot of the flavors. That's the best thing in here in this meal. The rest of it, kind of bland, honestly. It's just okay. 3 servings of 1 cup, 280 calories per serving. You know, I guess if you were having a taco night or something like that, and you wanted to add this as a side to it, you could. It's definitely not an on your own kind of meal. It's definitely a side dish. Taking it for lunch, you're kind of going to be bored with it. You need some hot sauce or something to sprinkle in there to jazz it up a bit, because it's very plain. I'm trying to think of when you would want to eat this as a side. Like I said, I guess you could have it if you were making tacos or enchiladas or something like that. I guess you could use this. You could honestly, once you've heated it up some, you could probably put this inside of a burrito and make burritos out of it, with this being the filling. Just, you'd have to add some more stuff to it to, like I said, bump up the flavor. But this would be a good filling for like tacos or burritos or whatever. By itself, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. It's just because it is kind of all one texture, and the flavors are just kind of flat. It's really not a very flavorful meal. It's just kind of blah. I almost wish they had to put a little bit of jalapeno in there to spice it up a bit, because the peppers really don't add a lot of flavor to it. The bell peppers don't, the sauce really don't add a lot of flavor to it. The corn and the beans really don't add a lot to it either. So you end up with just rice is pretty much what you're getting. So it's not bad, it's just not very exciting. So 3 out of 5 for me, it's just average. So I hope you enjoy this video. Catch you next time.